So it's early fall here in New England, and I am out with my buddy Jim, of course, and we are on a permission right now in New Hampshire where we were actually invited here. The story goes I was contacted through social media to look for a ring. This ring had been lost by the lady's husband many years ago, and we just can't say no to a recovery effort. So we made plans to come on out. We were unsuccessful with that. We did give it our best. It was pretty tough, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
I mean, it was old roads that had been plowed, turned up years and years, and we were unfortunately not able to find that. But landowners were nice enough to invite us back to this beautiful permission. What are we looking at here, Jim?
Oh, some early 1800s farmland.
Good prospects?
It looks like it could be very well.
You thinking we're going to find anything good today?
Time will tell.
I like your shirt. You think you're going to find anything like that?
Always looking for that.
We actually have the landowners out with us. We brought some extra detectors along. They are out with us. They won't be making it into the video per their request, but we will be, and we will get back to you right away with our first relic of the day, and hopefully it's going to be a great day out here. Early fall in New England. Stay tuned. Well, I'm on my first target for today. I think I know what it might be, but I know in the intro I didn't really mention too much about the house. There is a newer house on where the old house actually used to sit. The house, the original house to this land was built around the time 1820, 1829, somewhere between those years. And all of the land around here is still original, except for, you know, the new septic and everything that they put close to the house and whatnot. So I won't be showing the house. It's really not one of those old houses you guys would like to see anyway. Plus the landowners would like to keep it private, so that's what I'm going to do. But anyway, let me show you my first target for today. So right under this apple tree here that I'm sitting under, I just popped that out of the ground. I could be wrong. As you guys know, I'm no expert. I like to use my imagination quite a bit, but I'm thinking that might have gone to a bridal rosette. You know, the piece on the top. I think some of them were two pieces, and you know, the bottom piece would have all the lead and the bar that would come across where it could hook into the harness and everything. So I don't know that that's what it is. I'm hoping that that's what it is. We are close to where the barn site used to be, right behind us. No longer there, but relics still remain in the ground. So if I find some other horse tack along the way and everything, that's probably what I'm going to really be certain that piece is. Who knows, but it's a good first relic for the day. Let's get on some more good stuff and see how this day ends up turning out. What do you think you have? Oh, like,
it looks like a thing to take your boot, help take your boots off.
Isn't that part of a gun? Isn't that the butt of a gun?
I don't think so. No.
Are you sure?
I think that's to me it looks like it.
Oh, the shoehorn.
You think that's a shoehorn?
That's what it looks like to me, but I tell you what, it's old.
And that rang up really well, didn't it?
Yeah, it was bouncy. 24 or 31.
Are you oh wait, there's a patent date. There's something written right here.
That looks like a shoehorn to me.
Do you see right here where I'm talking about? Right here, flip it around. See right on the edge right here? There's like writing of sorts. Do you see that? I have a feeling that is a piece of a gun, bud.
Unless it had like a wooden handle.
I don't know. We can let our imagination run wild, I'm sure.
That is cool. Whatever it is, I'm very happy with that.
Well, we'll do some research and find out and let everybody know what it is for sure. And if we don't know, we'll know that as well. But Jim says shoehorn, I say part of a gun. So here we are, and I should just have gone with my gut instinct. This is absolutely a butt plate to an old musket, an old rifle. So this is actually bent up. This would have been straight. And let me see where I can see right here. There's the text that is pressed right into there, and it almost looks like R-O-Y-A-L-E, but I'm not 100% sure. Jim's gonna have to look this up. We don't want to make any guesses of what kind of firearm this came off of. We do know it's old, at least 1800s, I would assume, and very, very, very cool find for Jim. And I can't tell you that I'm not a little jealous because I've never found anything like that, but awesome find, very cool, and one that Jim is definitely proud of today, and not bad. That's his first find today, which is awesome. So let's go see if we can find any more to this gun. So I'm going to fill in this plug. It just turned out to be trash that we're digging a lot of around here. We're still under this apple tree here. As you can see, Jim's right there. He has a target, which I'm going to show you guys in a minute, but he actually dug that butt plate right over there, so we've been really focusing here, slowing it down. And
this is old.
You got something old?
It's a button, but it's shaped like a coin too, but it's really thin.
Where is it, bud? Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's the way it came right out. Yeah, it's a button. It's a big dandy, but look at the size of it. You know what?
I'm telling you right now, you're wearing that GW shirt, which I...
It's not. Boy, I look quick. Boy, it's right conveniently sized that for it, but it's not. It's beautiful though.
Nope, it's just a...
Boy, it's beautiful.
Plain Jane.
Look at the shank. The soil is so loose and sandy and loamy.
Look, I know. That's some good soil. Dude, if there's any coins out here, they're going to be amazing.
No, they're out here, trust me.
Well, here you go, buddy.
It's close to this with this cigar. So I'm happy with anything like this coming out of the ground with the shank. One piece. Couldn't ask for anything more.
Can I find something now, bud?
Yep. You want me to take a lunch break?
So I was just digging quite a deep target, and I started pulling up bits and pieces of stuff. It's very, very brittle. I mean, this stuff was just falling apart in my hand, and I kept digging. I kept getting tones in there, and then I pulled up this piece right here. And again, I go dropping stuff, but I had that, which gave me my first clue, and I was pretty certain I knew what it was, and then this confirmed it. It's part of an old suspender buckle, clasp, whatever you want to call it. I thought there was going to be some text inside. There is some design around it, which is cool. It's an older find. Too bad it's very brittle and a bunch of pieces. But I'll take it. We've been moving our way up away from the home site and kind of getting into an area. The barn used to actually be right over here next to the road, and then some outbuildings and stuff over here where they've kept the grass a little higher, you know, for the pollinators and whatnot. So nice little area to be swinging in. And I just walked up here, had a nice solid high tone, and I can see it in the hole there. Can you? Right there. Just some horse tack, debuckle off an old harness. It looks like it has some, it actually looks like it's gold wash on there. Maybe it's silver, maybe the ground just stained it a little bit, but cool to have the pin in place there. I'll keep at it, see what else this little section here has to produce for some possibly better relics and hopefully some old coins.
I'm taking forever. I was about ready to give up.
What is it? Oh, it is a big button.
It was deep, deep.
Yeah, it looks like a mat. Oh no, that's the back side to it. That's the
shank.
That's the shank. Don't do this to me, bud. Actually, I would love to see it, but.
Oh no!
Is there something on it?
Yeah, look at this. Let me get some stars around it.
Is there some design? Oh, it looks like you kissed it a little bit. It's
no.
It's a little. It's a little rocky. Yeah, it's a little rocky up here. I mean, well.
I did kiss it. But look at this. See these little design around it?
Yeah. Well, why don't you clean it up and we'll give everybody.
I hope I didn't kiss a GW.
No, that's not a GW.
kiss a GW.
It's not a
I
GW.
didn't kiss it, man.
It's not, dude. It's
Oh,
not.
it's got something on it.
Yeah, but that's
Look,
not.
look at the little.
Let me see. Can I see it? Get out of here.
It's got some fancy on it.
Yeah, no, it's just like a sunburst with a bunch of
Little stars around it.
No. I mean, you're in that right age range.
What do you mean? No, those are stars or something.
Those aren't stars, buddy. It's like a starburst pattern in the middle. All these come straight out.
It was in.
Yeah, you got it good
like
too.
4 inches of rocks. I literally had to chisel it with my shovel.
Well, you got it out of there though, bud. That's all that matters.
Means there's more up here.
Absolutely. So the wildlife is definitely enjoying the apples of fall here in New England, but I will not be. I definitely enjoy this time of year for sure, but the apples, I don't know what is going on with them this year. Could be the weather, all the rain, everything else, temperature fluctuations throughout the summer, I don't know, but they did say that this tree usually produces some pretty decent apples every year, but not any that I'll be taking a bite out of. So with that said, I am going to take a quick little break. I'm going to get some water, relax, sit down, and rest my legs a little bit. We've been covering quite a bunch of land here, and there's still a bunch more to cover. But for now, I'm going to grab the water, like I said, take a quick little relaxing break, watch Jim do his thing around here. Maybe he'll find a couple of relics in between, and then we'll probably head down that way to end out the day for you. You see it right here?
Yeah.
Right there, it's my turn to find a button, Jim. Oh, baby. No, it's another one of those, the plain ones, just like you're finding.
The design on it?
No.
How'd I miss that?
I don't know. We have to slow it down in this spot. Again, we're right next to that apple tree and where Jim found the heel plate there to the rifle. And we're making our way to the back section of the house, and we decided just to slow it down in here a little bit longer, and or a little bit more, I should say, and see if we could pull anything else out. And I'm glad we did, because that just popped out of the ground. So we'll give it a little bit more through here and continue our way out back. Buttons, 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 buttons. Just found another one. This one's much smaller than the ones we've been finding, or pretty much Jim's been finding. I just found a dandy button myself, but it's another oldie for sure. What we're thinking, because of the section that we're in right here, perhaps this is where the starter home was, or the cabin. And oftentimes when people would come to their new land and they would clear it out for farming or whatever, they would need a place to stay, so they'd build a quick little cabin or something like that, and take some time, build a house, and then take all the supplies from the cabin back out of the cabin site, and everything else with them, and leave remnants behind, like buttons, coins, and other relics that have been lost along the way, and we come along with the detector and find them later on. So cool find, and we are definitely on the buttons today, and that is for sure. So not complaining and very happy with these kind of relics. So we've worked, well, I have worked well beyond the house and on the other side of the pond, and there's not really much for signals out here. I think this is where they put everything when they dug the pond. They're not really sure when, but they're thinking probably in the 60s. I just stumbled upon that nice little tone and found a race car. Kind of odd how there's a string attached to it. Maybe someone was using it as target practice or something, which, I mean, that's not far-fetched. Up here in New England, we hang things and shoot at them. So I think that's pretty cool. I'm going to keep it intact like that, return it back to the landowners. And we have found a bunch of matchboxes today, which I really haven't been filming because they've been everywhere. But it belonged to their kids as they were growing up. So we're returning everything, and obviously if they want any of the relics, they can have them as well. But for sure, we're giving them back some childhood memories. I've worked from that section over. You guys saw me find that toy car on the string over there by Mr. Shark there on the rock. I've since come across, and I'm actually right at their back door here. And this hole that I dug, I actually pulled out some old glass, and I'm in a section where they actually pulled some bottles and some clay jugs and such out of the ground. So this could have potentially been an old dump site for when the original house is, or was, right here on this location. Obviously their newer house is taking its spot, but there is old stuff in the ground, and I really don't know what this is. It looks older. It might not be. I could be fooled. It is heavy, like brass or perhaps copper. I'm not sure, but let me clean this up with a toothbrush, and I'll show you guys what it looks like, all field cleaned and ready to identify, hopefully. So there it is. That's a beautiful thing, huh? Comment below and let me know what you think. Very unique and definitely a cool find, and probably the best find of mine today. What's wrong?
I'm tired. Feeding the chickens.
Yeah, you were feeding the chickens, huh?
Oh yeah, you give them some apple and a couple crushed up walnuts.
That's what you were doing while I was out back searching?
Yeah, I've been feeding the chickens all
Well,
the time.
while you were feeding the chickens, I found that out back.
What on earth?
That's a sash buckle for sure, but it was solid.
So I dug it.
Yeah, I dug some glass out of there too, some like bluish colored glass. Nothing, it didn't look too old, but
yeah, I noticed there was a different color dirt over there.
Yeah, it's like sandy dirt. And yeah,
little poop dirt over there.
Poop dirt, yeah. There's probably a privy or something right there. But how's that for a find?
That's awesome.
You know, you had to get out of there and go feed the chickens, and I kept digging, and
I
voila!
The chickens, they ate. They're still eating. I can't. Oh, there's more of them. I didn't see the two white ones. Just the little tiny cock over there. He was. He came right over. Here he is. He's like my best buddy. Yes. Look at him. Look at him.
Here he comes.
Awesome.
Why don't we give it another 15-20 minutes? They're getting ready to eat dinner anyway. They're out there cooking. I don't want to be here while they're doing that, so we'll be respectful. We'll gather our stuff. They do want to see everything. I told them they're welcome to have whatever they want, so we'll lay it out for them like we usually do, and we'll get on out of here.
Okay.
All right, 15-20 minutes. Let's see what else we can find before then.
All right.
The last one of these you guys saw me dig was silver. That right there is an old thimble. That might have a silver topping there. Let me get a toothbrush to this. I'll clean it up a little bit and see if there's any markings or anything. And that's about all she wrote for that. I'm not really going to be able to fix that up any better than what it looks like right now. It's pretty brittle, and that is not silver. I actually think it just looks like lead. It feels heavy too, so that might be a lead top to that, which I don't know if they did that or not, but that's what it looks like to me. So perhaps an old farmer had a rip in his britches and needed to sew it up on the spot. Drop this along the way. Neat old New England relic. You rang?
Yeah, I found a few things right in this little square area.
I see you got something waiting for me. What do you have?
Right here. Popped that out just about 2 minutes ago.
What is it?
It's a thimble.
Is it really?
Is that like the one you found?
Kind of. Mine had something going on up top. I don't know if it was, it almost looked like lead. I'll have to show you, but yeah.
Yeah, so I was kind of surprised to see that it came out of the hole.
And what do you have on the other side?
I haven't found that one yet, but I
Oh, you have more stuff?
Yeah, I found a few things up here. Little buckle over here.
Ooh.
I found...
That's a nice old buckle. You think that went to like a saddlebag or something? Or maybe suspenders, do you think?
Maybe, it's lightweight. So, I just pulled that out, and that's the first coin I found up in this field.
Weedy.
Sweet wheat.
Can I see if I can see a date on there?
We're going to have to scrub that out.
Yeah, unfortunately. Don't know, buddy. Why don't we give it a little bit more here? I'm going to help you dig in this section a little bit more, and we have to call it a day. Be respectful and let them do their thing for the rest of the evening with their family and everything, and we'll get out of their hair.
Sounds good.
All right, buddy. Right back to the first section that we started at this morning, and I mean, that is a deep target right there. That's probably at least a foot. Very faint, but it was high, and digging with my hand, and I saw something interesting, so I wanted to show you guys as I got it out of here. And what do we have here? I'm not quite sure what that is. I think it's just, is it a lantern piece? It's light too. It's not really, man, this stuff is just falling off of the edge here. So it feels like it's hollow. Actually, that's a cap. It feels like, oh, it's a cap. No, it broke. Yeah. Sometimes I just disappoint myself. But anyway, I'm not sure what that is. You guys know? Leave a comment below and let me know. We had a heck of a day, Jim.
We sure did.
You want to show everybody what we found?
Sure.
So let's start over here on Jim's side. You got some matchboxes, huh, Jim?
Yeah, these are the only two intact ones I found. Thimble.
We got an old thimble.
A couple beautiful buttons.
Yeah, those dandy buttons are absolutely nice.
Couple of these.
Shanks on the back of both of those two?
Yes. This one's a little smush, but that one's nice.
Nice old buckle the other day.
Nice little buckle. A wheat cent we got to get the ear off of.
Yep. Rain's guide and your find of the day.
Find. Well, this is the first find of the day for me, which apparently it's the butt end of a rifle.
Yes, it is. My finds again, not as much. Well, I guess just as much. Obviously, we got a whole bunch of trash. There was an old grate that had been pulled up by the barn site. Trash, other pieces of, you know, the Hot Wheels and beer cans, typical yard stuff that we'll find everywhere else. So my day off was this
part of a rosette,
part of a rosette, I think, piece of a rosette maybe. I'm not sure what that was. I ended the day with that. I did pick up this half of a sash buckle here.
That's beautiful.
Buckle, some suspender pieces. I got a couple buttons as well. Smush shank just like Jim's. I got thimble. We teamed up on thimbles today, Jim. Part of a lock, or at least that's what I think it is. And some more car parts and whatnot, and that cool, what I can only assume is a New England target. So, not a bad day. We did a lot of digging, took a lot of trash out of the ground, and we got a lot of stuff to present the landowners. So I really appreciate everything that you guys have shown for support. Feel free to hop on over to Facebook, see some pictures and things along the way. Not everything that I film ends up on YouTube, so if you're looking for other finds, things that we have found along the way, or just some adventures that we haven't documented, there's a lot of pictures over there. Instagram, Jim has Facebook and Instagram as well, so feel free to hop on over there. Stay tuned for future episodes, and until that time, happy hunting.